Welcome everybody to another edition of Broke Black Critics featuring myself, Romello, Catoire.
Remy, what it do?
Um, Hope everybody had a wonderful holiday.
I hope you did too. Enjoy your Easter.
Yeah.
Easter eggs, candy,
Yeah,
and all that other
yeah.
good stuff.
Thank God for Jesus. But we kind of last show was like last Thursday, last Wednesday.
Yeah, something like that, or Monday, something like that.
So a lot been going on. First of all, shout out to Q, one of our avid listeners.
What it do?
Shout out to Truth and shout out to Yvonne.
Shout out to everybody.
Yeah, shout out to everybody for watching, for real.
For sure.
It's a few special people that tuned in. First things first, I think the first topic should be something that we discussed on a previous show, but we want to talk about it more in depth, which is Tyler Perry films, basically.
Yeah.
And we had a discussion of Tyler Perry versus Spike Lee. So, and I of course, I kind of side with Tyler Perry on the fact that he actually does, depict real life situations in what happens in the black community, black home or whatever. But this guy disagrees with me.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on, man.
I'm from the South, so I can kind of relate to some of the stuff that he does.
Half the people that watch his shit, they imitate that nonsense. That is nonsense that man is putting on there. Now, I'm not going to dwell too much because, again, you seen one of them. You seen one Medea. You done seen them all. So I haven't seen the new one. My cousin here has seen it. But we're going to talk about something that you talked about.
Mm-hmm.
I finally saw For Color Girls. Okay? Now, I know that Mr. Tyler Perry, I know he didn't write it. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So, and I don't know how old this shit is. But if you saw the movie, you know what I'm talking about. For Color Girls was absolutely, positively some of the worst shit I have ever seen in my life. That was the stupidest fucking movie I ever seen in my life. If you see, I heard somebody tell me that all girls, especially black, go through one of the situations that one of the women went that some of the women went through.
Mm-hmm.
If you find a young woman, black or otherwise, going through some of the problems that these freaks was going through in this movie, run the fuck away.
Well, there were like 6 or 7 women, and I'm gonna say, like, if you haven't been in none of those situations, you're probably married.
Hold on, but here's what make it so bad. Here's what make it so. I mean, 2 situations in the movie were funniest to me. Okay, now you got your funniest situation, but 2 of them was funny to me.
Mm-hmm.
The one where my man dropped the 2 babies out of the window. That did it right there. That was absolutely
oh, man.
hilarious. And hold on, and what make it so bad is this: they said that there was people in the movie theater crying on that part and this and that. But statistics show that a woman is more likely to cause damage to their child, physical harm to their child, than a man is.
Right.
Postpartum is real. And the second one was when my man started disrobing when he walked in that woman's house. She invited him up for food.
Oh, yeah. Now, that was wild.
Yo, that was...
I thought that was highly unlikely, though.
But that's what I'm saying. These situations, these was like, everybody's not going through this, man. That was like some crazy shit.
Yeah.
Not to mention the way the movie depicted blacks. Depicted blacks in general. I'm not just talking about males. The way they depicted blacks, and y'all wonder why I say people abroad look at these films and prejudge you. You smiling, shucking, and jiving to the fucking to the movie theater to see this man's movies, and this is what you get, right? This is what you get. This is what you people want to look like. Y'all want to look like this. Tyler Perry, I can't fault him for making his money, okay? So I can't say that. But you people are the reason why he's rich.
All right, let me ask you this.
Uh-huh.
What type of movies should depict black people?
I mean, I can't call it. Because it's like I said before. What did Tyler Perry say? He said that the Jews, now granted, he's not telling the truth, but he said the Jews don't pull themselves down. He said the Italians don't pull themselves down, right? This is what he said. Right. But we are the only race of people in the world without a past. We have no past. Our past is completely stolen. Other than slavery. Right. You can't tell me what we were doing. Because you don't know. We have no past. So that means that our past is all but what? 500? Less than 500 years old. And you're telling me that this is the depiction that another black man's going to give you of yourself? That is the depiction that you're going to give yourself. We have no past, and that's the depiction that we're no different than what the white people, excuse me for saying that, what the Caucasian used to say about you during slavery. It's no different.
Now let me ask you this.
Uh-huh.
Let me ask you, do you like a movie? I want a yes or no answer.
Okay.
Do you like the movie Choices?
No.
You have to keep it 100. I'm asking again. Do you like the movie Choices?
Nope. Not anymore.
Oh, okay.
Not anymore.
You like 3 6 Mafia?
Yes, I do.
Oh, okay.
I like old 3 6.
Okay. First of all, I mean, to me, it's all entertainment.
It's entertainment. Hold on. Okay, go ahead.
And me being like, I'm into videography and whatnot, and it's all about how you view the artwork at hand. You know what I'm saying? Like, many different people look at Van Gogh and say, okay, well, I like his artwork because of this, because of that. So, and for those who just like brand new viewers, because we have a lot of viewers tonight, brand new viewers, these are just our opinions. We're just speaking how we feel about, certain things. In this case, the Tyler Perry film for color girls. Correct. Now, I thought the movie was very poetic, and like when I watch a movie, when I'm caught off guard, that's when I enjoy a movie more than the average. Now, at times in the movie, the women will go from this dialogue to just quoting poems, and I was like, at first I was like, well, what is she talking about? But then I said, okay, boom, she's speaking a poem. That's what I liked about the movie the most. Now, a lot of people will rub the wrong way with this film, especially black men. But the thing about it is, it's true, but some people feel like it was being exploited. But like certain situations being exploited. Now everybody who's been in the war did not go crazy. Everybody that has been raped, they weren't raped by a nice guy. And then every woman doesn't have a man marry them knowing that he has gay tendencies. You understand what I'm saying? It's just a movie. It's just a film. Now, what Remy is saying is that Tyler Perry has a practice of certain, like, the bad situations that happen to the black race, and like I said, he's from the city. I'm from the South, so I can kind of relate to a lot more than Remy can.
But the question still remains: if a white man was making these films, would you feel different?
Well, doesn't a white man direct the game?
He does not direct the game. He's the executive producer.
Okay, he's a producer.
Correct. But people don't. I'm saying if you knew that it was a white man that was directing and writing these films, would you feel different? If you got to think about it, the answer is yes.
Well,
if you have to think about it, the answer is yes. And you know it. Everyone that watches his films know it. It's the saddest thing in the world. You exploit yourself because a black person does it. So does that mean that when the slave owner made the blacks police themselves, that it was right for the black guy to whip the other slaves?
Of course not.
My point exactly. That's all, but that's how Tyler Perry's getting rich. He didn't get rich and say, he didn't make his money off of us and say, you know what? Here, I'm going to give back to the schools. Here, I know the school systems is shit in such and such. Where is it? In what?
Detroit.
Detroit? Here, Detroit. Here. Because I know you go see my movies. Here, I'll help pay for your school. No, he didn't do that. He put more shit out there for you to get himself even more money. Because you're gonna buy it. And won't think twice about it.
Well, we don't know whether he's supporting different academic endeavors or not, but it's not that apparent as I understand what you're saying. It's not that apparent as the movies are.
Right.
I feel you on that. But my last comment on it is that, and we had a conversation about him versus Spike Lee. Now,
yeah,
me agreeing with him is that he was perfectly right in the fact that, you see a lot of cases where, blacks attack each other when they're in successful positions. A lot of times. I mean,
and I understand that. I feel that.
And from LeBron to Jesse Jackson talking about Obama.
Correct.
To what else? Who else?
I mean, it's a few.
I mean, you even the rap artists. You know what I'm saying? Once somebody make it to the top, you notice that
somebody gonna try to bring you down.
There's a problem somewhere.
I mean, that's true. In most cases, we can be like crabs in a barrel. Now, we can change as a whole, but don't keep feeding me shit and then expect a difference, and then expect something different to come out of it. That's what he doing. No wonder Spike Lee said that. How many Madea movies has the man made? That's exactly the same.
Well, Spike Lee made She's Gotta Have It.
Spike Lee, name Spike Lee's movies. Name 2 movies of Spike Lee's that's exactly the same.
She's Gotta Have It. Where a woman had...
I said name 2 movies of Spike Lee that is exactly the same. Madea...
exactly the same?
All of Madea movies are the same. You can go... If you've seen one, you've seen them all. All of them. Name a... Am I going to agree with Spike Lee 100% on everything that he feels? No. Because I'm my own man. But name me a Spike Lee movie that is exactly the same. He grew in some way. Right? Name me... All the Madea movies are the same. From the script all the way to the end. It is the same. It's just... I feel like I should write... I feel like if I watched all the Madea movies, right? If I watched all the Madea movies, came up with a concept to make a movie based on what I've seen from Madea. If I put a white man in front of the camera, y'all gonna have a fucking problem. It'll be panic in the streets. It'll be panic. I can hear them now. This ain't the 1930s. But hey,
yeah,
he can pay for gas.
Definitely, and great transition. My next topic is gas prices. Now, Remy busts in the door.
Yeah.
With a receipt in his hand. And he broke down to 12 point so gallons. Cost him $49.
49 fucking bucks to fill up a piece of shit. To fill up a piece of shit.
Mm-hmm.
It took me $49. Now. This goes out to everybody watching. Now I want you to. It's time, man. If this was the 1960s, people be sitting in the streets talking about we not going to work until this shit is solved. I mean, I'm 28 years old, okay? From 1995 to right now, what's that? How many years is that? What, 16?
Mm-hmm.
16 years. I have seen the gas prices jump up like almost $3 to $4.
Right.
Nobody's checks are increasing. Now remember, I told somebody this. In the 90s, if you was making $10 an hour,
mm-hmm.
you would be good. You was happy with $10 an hour because $20 was you filled up your tank.
Right.
If you make $10 an hour right now, you're not paying. You need to work a day to fill up the tank. Gas is a bill. There is no gas. Gas is about to be a bill. Gas is a bill now. It's time. If we could get 1 million views, shit would change. But we would have to everybody would have to come. This would have to be worldwide. Not worldwide. This would have to be nationwide.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody would have to be down with this. We could sit out. If everybody said we not working for a week, they'll make the gas damn near 99 cents again. At least it'll go to $2.50. This is ridiculous, man. So because it's like I said, it's like the gas is going up. Nobody's wages are going up. So the gap between rich and poor is just. If you thought it was hard to get rich before,
mm-hmm.
it's damn near impossible now. Unless you come up with a gimmick like Tyler Perry.
Well, Tyler Perry's strategy, believe it or not, was well thought out and well planned. He has a target market. He started in plays and made his way up to screenwriting. So, it's more complex than just.
Hold on, and I got a question.
Uh-huh.
Hold on, and I know we're on gas right now, but could one now I don't know if it has happened, but do you think one of Tyler Perry's plays could have made it to Broadway?
Oh yeah, they're in talks for making Tyler Perry Broadway right now.
And man, I hate to see what they gonna look at you when them plays over with.
But I mean,
they gonna really like
to
you.
Me
black.
Personally, it don't make sense for him to go Broadway because Broadway is what, just New York, right?
New York, yeah.
Broadway is New York. Tyler Perry has a tour.
He does.
You know what I'm saying? So
he does.
A sellout tour.
A sellout tour. You know what? He needs to just call Madea and the stupid folks, because that's who go see. No, I'm not gonna say that because some of the people might like him that watch. But if you like Tyler Perry, man, you'll fall for any goddamn thing. Yeah. The sky's falling, people. Hey, the sky's falling. I know how to stop it. Pay me.
If you want to learn a language, I have a software called Rosetta Stone. It'll teach you how to learn a language in less than 30 days.
30 days, you'll be fluent.
Yeah, right. But when Remy told me about this gas, back to the gas, he was like, it's crazy. It's $40. I'm like, what you gonna do about it? Stop driving? And that's the attitude with these oil and gas companies.
And it's time for us to F them up. If y'all want change in this,
mm-hmm.
It's time to take it back. Change. In order for there to be change, we have to do something. And I'm calling it out right now. I want people to hit us up if they want to. But I propose that everyone goes on strike, man.
Well, see, it's like this, okay. The most number of people you probably get on strike, I'll give you 20 people.
Guess what? Hold on. I see. Hold on. I see. I hear what you're saying,
Mm-hmm.
but if
I'm gonna tell you the situation,
I'm gonna tell you right, I'm gonna tell you off the bat. If every if every government employee
mm-hmm.
heard this and said, "He's right, I'll do it." Shit, America be going into somebody's home to stop the gas prices from going up right now. They'll be sending somebody to somebody's house right now. Gas is going down right now. Think I'm lying?
Listen to this, man. You know what I'm saying? We were warned in like September, August of last year that supposedly the gas resource is running low and they're trying to milk the market. Now, like I said, you probably get 20 people top. This reality. It's not to discourage you or not. But
No.
The
hear
mentality of people. This is what's gonna happen. You get 20 people to not go to work and to tell other people. Well, what's gonna happen? The 20 people that don't go to work,
gonna get fired.
They're gonna get fired.
Yeah.
And it's over 200. Well, I'm not gonna say 200. About 2,000 people around all of us that don't have a job and just will step up and fill in that spot and say, okay, you know what? You don't want to work? Fine. And
that's why I said this joint had to go across the board, man.
And this is why you need to this is why it's important to have certain dialogue amongst people other than nonsense. Because when you think about it, the reason why gas is not gonna go down, because if you actually do stop driving or if you actually do not show up to work, the unemployment rate right now is so high that it wouldn't matter.
Guess what?
So many people fill out applications and they could just dig them up off the street and say, hey, you know what? You need a job? Okay. And they'll pay them less than what you was getting paid and tell them they got to work their way up back to the wage where you are that you actually felt comfortable with. Or that you were uncomfortable with. So that's the way the system works, and that's the way it's working right now.
But it's time. But at some point, people gonna have to fight back. So what are you saying? So what are you saying? People accept slavery, and if you don't, go home, cause it's somebody else that will.
Mm-hmm.
It's a fucked up system, man.
Oh, it is. It is.
That's why I made the comment that if everyone will have to come together.
Okay.
If you want change, you have to do. We have to do it as a people.
But I'm gonna throw Tyler Perry right back in your face.
Okay.
In the movie, one of the characters had a job. He's getting paid $10 an hour.
Mm-hmm.
He got locked up overnight. He was late for work the next day. Supposed to be at work at 6 o'clock in the morning. I think he got to work at like 9 or 10. Fired him on the spot. I mean, never missed a day. The way the movie is portrayed, never missed a day. Mm-hmm. Always on time. Just got himself back in shape. He had been locked up or whatever. But one day, he was late. Now imagine how scared people are to miss a day of work on purpose.
Man, you gotta stop it. You gotta throw fear. So what are you saying? Live by fear?
You're not scared.
Live by fear?
You're not scared.
No.
Okay.
Live by fear? Come on. It has to be more. It has to be a better way. Because if you're living by fear, nothing will ever change.
True indeed. But I'm going to tell you like this. The people that matter and the people that actually could make a change, they're comfortable right now. Living in a nice, 2-story home. Nice.
That's why it's up to us to incite change. It's up to our viewers to incite change.
How about this? You know what I'm saying? Make a charge right now. Friday night. How about we go to the club? Pass out flyers. Don't get no gas on Monday. It's Friday night.
I would do it. Let's do it.
Broke Black Credit Spot. Do not get any gas on Monday.
Let's do it.
And out of all the people that we give a flyer to, let's say we print out 500 flyers.
Okay.
Gas trap. Do you think that's going to make a difference? In this area alone?
In this area alone?
Yeah. You're talking about reality.
In reality?
Reality.
These house niggas ain't going to do that. Half the people going to throw the flyer away.
There you go. There you have it.
The other half, after they read it, going to throw it away. Mm-hmm. But I say, let's do it. And I want to know who's with us on this. Like I said, anybody watching, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. If you don't want to say it, tell them to watch this. I want to see how many people are ready to stand up, or are you ready just to lay down? Because if you lay down for this, then you'll roll over for anything. Anything you'll roll over for. And that'll go into other topics that we'll talk about, because all you're going to do is just accept what someone told you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it.
Now, I'm going to tell you like this. The gas prices will drop come the end of the year. Now, in the summertime coming, expect to pay that $4.20. Expect to pay that $4.16 to fill up your tank.
But hold on. But are you just going to wait for it to drop in the wintertime? What kind of shit is that?
No, and it's not dropping because it's the wintertime. It's dropping because of elections.
But I'm saying, are you just going to bank on that and say, oh, well.
It happened last time. Bush was in office.
And so you're going to allow it to go from, you're going to allow it to go up $1 and then drop 25 cents? That's what's happening.
But it's under your nose, though.
It ain't under your nose. You looking at it every fucking day.
But the thing is, it's like, when Bush was on fire, well, when Bush was under fire, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Gas price was the same it were today. You know, I was in Norfolk at the time. Off the chart. Gas, then you had the elections. Gas prices went down, and then went right back up.
He got stock in oil. Bush had stock in oil, and the people didn't want to stand up. I'm saying that. Because I didn't hear nobody calling for change. I'm asking. I'm telling. I'm begging.
Hold on. Don't that make sense, though? Won't nobody calling for change, right?
Yeah.
Who had the campaign for change?
Obama.
And Obama's in office, right?
Correct.
Has anything changed?
Hell no. Hell no. But see, like I said, you can't bank on one. If you want change, you have to go get it. We gotta go get it. As a people. As a people, we gotta go get it. That's the bottom line. Like I said, if you're gonna accept this, you'll accept anything. Because it's like I said, the more the gas prices go up, your paycheck don't go up, the wider the gap is between getting rich and being poor. You're basically like, I've never understood working paid slave until now. That's all you are.
And like, I was thinking about why, as time progresses, as prices rise, wages are supposed to rise, right? Now, how much money was the bailout? It was like $74 billion.
Yeah, something like that.
74 billion. Now imagine if that was put back into like some type of stimulus for the average, working citizen. Because if you ain't working, you ain't driving.
No.
And if you ain't driving, you don't need no gas, so that wouldn't matter to you. Shit. Once you start working, then that's when you start worrying about, getting around, making sure you get to work every day.
Man, this affects everybody. This affects everybody. And I mean that. I mean, they say everything goes up when gas go up. We all know that. I've said it before. But a Twinkie ain't go up this goddamn much. And the Twinkie went up. Shit, the Twinkie, you can still get a Twinkie less than one Twinkie you can get less than $1. Or in some cases $1. You're talking about this shit changes the way you have to maneuver in the world. True. Think about it. Think about it. They claim, look at all the cars that's about to come out. It's like everything comes with, the gas too high? Hey, we're going to move to electric cars. Pay this for an electric car. And you're going to pay it. Instead of just, look, this shit's ridiculous. Let's do this. And I'm harping on the gas, that we need to come together and do something about the gas prices. But this goes into a deeper thing. Because we need to stand up for a lot of shit that's going on out here. besides the gas, effed up schools, effed up communities. Like I said, the gap between the rich and the poor is widening. It's time for people to stand up. And if you don't stand up, it's like I said before, you'll fall for anything. Mm-hmm. You'll accept what somebody told you.
And we can spend hours on this.
Yeah.
Our next, and I think it'd probably be our final topic for the evening. Now, it's actually kind of it's two topics and one and the same, all right? Now, there's a trend in people fighting at McDonald's. Now, of course, y'all seen the situation where, if you haven't seen it, look it up, where two girls in Baltimore brutally beat a transgender woman.
Woo! Beat these shit.
Beat her, and then she went into seizures.
Yeah.
Now, the two women were arrested, and we are keeping a close eye on their sentencing and their charges.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
First, what I'm paying attention to is the media. How will the media, because the media got a hold of the tapes, and once the media get a hold of something that you did wrong, and it makes you look bad, you're going down.
Yeah.
You're going down. I don't know if y'all remember that young boy that was in Atlanta or Georgia, somewhere in Georgia. He was 18, his girlfriend was 17. They threw the book at him. And it was consensual. All because her father was a political figure in the area. Now, we paying close attention to what happens to these two girls. Now, you watch the tape, you know what I'm saying? What they did was just flat out wrong. I mean, I don't know the situation happening in the bathroom. You know, some people say that, because it was a transgender dude, they didn't feel comfortable with him being in there.
And I heard another story. I mean, the stories go on and on, but what's going on?
But I mean, it's kind of like right in the backyard, because Baltimore's like right up the road. So, you hear stuff. Being that you closer, you hear more stories.
But I mean, these motherfuckers are like, I hate to say it like that, but it's like these people are dogs or something. You ever seen dogs when they pass each other? How aggressive they get? I'm talking about everybody across the board. I'm talking about, this ain't the first goddamn fight that happened at a McDonald's. Mm-hmm. This is throughout the nation. Right. All you have to do is go to I don't want to blast nobody's website out there, but all you gotta do is go to your local urban websites, mm-hmm. and shit. You got a fight every day on it. Mm-hmm. I mean,
oh, and speaking of that, there's a video that's old that says the guy that runs that urban website was working with the government.
Whoa!
I'll shoot you that. That's a topic for another day.
I have a question. Are you a virgin? It all makes sense now. Yo, come on, man. Hold on. Yeah, send me that.
But there is a trend. But and I told Remy, he's like, well, why is there always fights going on at McDonald's? Well, I sat and thought about it for a few minutes. And that's the watering hole. That's where low-income people eat. That's where they feed themselves. That's where they feed their families.
Dollar meal.
Mm-hmm. Dick Gregory said, the community with the highest crime rate is not a black community. It's in Australia, and they're about a manganese plant. And they said manganese make you go crazy. And that's why there's so much violence and fighting going on in that community right next to that plant. Now, if you put two and two together, maybe it's not such a big mystery why everybody's fighting at McDonald's. Really.
Hey.
And I've been in situations where I've been hanging out with people, you know what I'm saying? Get high and drunk. Where you about to go?
McDonald's.
3 o'clock, it's no mystery why they open 24/7.
Because they know you're coming.
It's not that they know what you're doing. They study you.
Yeah.
They study your
habits.
They study. Listen, man. Think about it like this. Think about it like this. How many McDonald's and 7-Elevens are in
Oh
the
man.
so-called hood?
Oh man.
And I want you to ask yourself how many Ruth's Chris are in the hood. How many Red Lobsters are in the hood?
Man. It's a McDonald's. Yo, it's some parts where you can go McDonald's, go 5 blocks that way, McDonald's, make a turn, go another 3 blocks, another one. They damn near on every corner. It's 7-Elevens are everywhere.
When McDonald's offered, they had I don't know which state it was, but McDonald's had a day where they were hiring people on the spot. And what happened outside? Somebody got ran over by a car. Somebody gets ran over by a car. 2 women get to fighting.
Damn.
Two women get to fighting. And I mean, girl gets in the car. Girl's fighting her in the car. The car is on. Engine's running. Somebody put the car in drive. Foot hits the gas pedal. They go forward. They get to fighting. Somehow the car go in reverse. They run over somebody trying to stop the fight. One of the managers at McDonald's. People out there with their cameras. Both women. Well, they say. I guess they still looking for those suspects. I'm sure they found them by now.
But it's amazing how shit. I mean, this shit. And woo. And you wonder why shit is like this.
And it's only depressing when you think about it. You hear about it. Oh wow, that's messed up. Oh well.
But these are your people. These are our people.
I guarantee you, out of the 45 viewers that we have, everybody that's viewing knows somebody that got to fight in the McDonald's.
Yeah. Or was about to. That's the damn truth. What's going on? But it go back to what I said. You don't know yourself. You don't know yourself. What's going on in the world? McDonald's? The food ain't even that good. It's not even healthy for you.
But see, like I said, the thing is like, that's the water. That's what everybody is bound to be. The likelihood of, if you in the hood, right?
You gonna have, hold on. I already said that. I don't know.
If you in the hood and you hungry, I'm going to say it's a 70% chance you're going to go to McDonald's. And if you got a problem with somebody in that same hood,
they're going to be at the
same
McDonald's.
70% chance they're going to be at McDonald's. They're going to be hungry the same time you hungry.
Yeah.
We all humans. We all have the same tendencies. That's why I mean it's not a mystery.
But to get the record...
And where I'm from, we used to, like, most people used to go to McDonald's after a basketball game, after a football game or something like that.
But hold on, before you finish, in this age of technology, it's like I said with the Tyler Perry thing. This shit goes all over the world.
Yeah.
You get to acting a fool, somebody's going to get it, put it online, and this is what people think of all blacks. When you see a fight on TV, your internet, what have you, and it involves all blacks, that's a microcosm of what people think about everybody. That's what they that's every black person in America. That's how they think of you. That's how they look at you. They look at you like shit. Because you act like shit. We act like shit.
And my final comment on this is that what I want, and I know what I want the kids to know, young people, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna say from 12 all the way up to 18. When you see some commotion going on, or you see something crazy going on, get out the way, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, leave it alone. If you ain't gonna try to stop it, get away from it. Because what's gonna happen is you're gonna be an accessory. And just like what happened at McDonald's, you know what I mean? Everybody's hyping everything up. And that just fuels the fire that's going on. And, that's when terrible things happen. Like, okay, McDonald's, for example, when they whooping on this the transgender female or male or whatnot, the people that was working there, they looking and gassing the joint on. Ooh. Laughing. It's funny. But had that been their mom or auntie or something like that, it'd have been a whole different story.
To the victims of these beatings, I mean, I hope this doesn't change your outlook on your people, or give you, or taint your image or your mindset on how you look at people. It's just a few bad people, and I understand what goes on in the city, in the urban communities, and in the country. I understand, but like I said, it's time for us to come together. It's time for us to come together. This is getting it's getting out of hand. It's like bubbling to a point where this is uncontrollable, man. It's time for people to come together and stop this madness. This is madness out here.
Madness.
I mean, for all intents and purposes, they could have killed that transgender guy. They could have killed him.
Mm-hmm.
And what would have been everybody's reaction then? Mm-hmm. The same thing with the lady who ran over the manager, or the guy in the fight. She could have ran over a few people.
She could have ran over a kid.
Yeah. And then what? I mean, this shit is getting out of hand. But it goes back to us coming together.
And you know what? It's been out of hand. It's just now we get to see it all. Everything is being captured, so we get to see it all now.
But my question is, where are all the leaders at?
It's been like this, though.
But where are all the leaders?
Getting paid at the interviews.
And then you can't call them leaders. Where are all the leaders?
The fact that we don't know is like the fact that we don't see them. Let us know that
they're not there.
We have to lead ourselves. We have to
come together.
We have to be living examples of ourselves. Now, I will say things are getting better. Like, murder rates and crime rates are going down, believe it or not. And it's getting better because the rates aren't increasing. So, you know what I mean? My advice is calm down. You know what I'm saying? Somebody say something slick or stupid, pay it no mind, man. Because there are more consequences to you acting stupid than you just saying, you know what, forget about it. To turn it around. You know what I'm saying? Letting it be. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Them two girls fighting or whatever. I mean, they got to fight or whatever. They stopped, but they kept on going back and forth. That's all people going to see. They're going to say, okay, you beat this person to a seizure. And they going to do some time. I don't care what lawyer they got. The media's going to chew this up and they're going to do time. Man, I mean, that's my last comment.
Man, shit's got to change, people. Like I said, tell a friend to tell a friend. Anything. We can make a change in this world. Us ourselves, the black race. We are the lost folk out here. A race without a past, basically. We can make a change for the better. We can change the future. You feel me? Mm-hmm. We can do this. We just got to come together, people.
Yeah,
you got anything to say?
Yeah, I just want to thank everybody for tuning in. Like I said, special thank you out to Q.
Thank you.
Out in Northern Virginia, Vaughn. Down in the beach, 757. And as always, Truth. Truth dropped a single today, matter of fact. He dropped the, I think it's called Overflow, And his first verse was like the commercial type rap verses that you hear. And then the second verse was just straight consciousness. And you know what I'm saying? He changing the game with what he doing. So shout out to you, J Bird. And everybody else that tuned in. Thank you for tuning in. Kendra, thank you for tuning in.
Thank you.
So it's always good to have you on the show and have your comments and your feedback. So, just want to say another Broke Black Critic conversation featuring myself, Romello Catoire.
Remy, LeBeau, and we love you.
Yeah, stay tuned for the next one.